What's up, guys? Let's go ahead and jump in today's severe weather here across the area. Um, on. There we go. So currently there is a MCB with a dragon outflow boundary, and it has a warm front or warm frontal boundary to its north. And the forecast models are not really picking up on the strength of this very well, just like the other day's event. It actually showed this dying off a lot quicker on some of the forecast models, like the HER model. But actually, this is taking off for the most part and moving off to the east. So this system, right, this little guy here is moving off in this direction pretty quick. And it's dragging a outflow boundary with it as well. Hold on. Too many applications running in the background right now. But that guy is actually moving off to the east pretty quick, and it's dragging a outflow boundary kind of like this. So that outflow boundary is going to act as initiation if this thing ever dies, and that's dragging off to the east northeast, or southeast southeast actually, sorry. So just to show you guys on visible satellite how that outflow boundary is dragging right now. So there's definitely some agitated cumulus here already developing underneath that outflow boundary. It's moving off to the east currently, right? And then there's some cumulus developing out ahead of it too, into portions of central Illinois. So watching this system and how it does develop, this outflow boundary is going to be the trigger for newer storm development, seeing if this system across southwest Iowa keeps pushing off to the east more, towards northern Missouri and west central Illinois later on today. And depending on how that complex to our south moves out as well, there could be a severe risk associated with this outflow boundary depending on how it develops. Surface mesoanalysis is picking up on some 3K Cape developing on the southeast side of that outflow boundary of the system. There's some shear developing out ahead of this across central and northern Missouri right now. There's some Cape developing out ahead. You get some southerlies out here pushing across parts of central and northern Missouri. And this complex system is moving off to the east. I need to reopen that tab because it's just lagging for some reason. I want to see what the echo tops are on this thing. So echo tops look to be increasing. Echo tops right over at 50,000 foot echo tops in that southern portion of that storm. So it looks like there is a little bit unstable air on the south side. It's not all stable air with this system, meaning this thing could re-strengthen and push off to the east southeast, still dragging that outflow boundary. So it's interesting to see how this does develop. We could go south and go west and go towards it to see how this does develop throughout the day and go from there, but it's interesting. It's very interesting how this does set up today. Yeah, I don't know if I'm chasing today at all, but continuing to watch how this does develop. I don't even know how long it would take me to get over there, to be honest. Basically saying it would take 4 hours to get over there towards Cameron area, but well, let's see how this does develop for the Illinois side, see how far east this complex does go. Because on the southeast quadrant of this, if it keeps pushing off to the southeast, we'll have that outflow boundary dragging with it. I don't want to have radar omega open, that's not what I was going for. But yeah, just keep watching this, see how it does develop, moving off to the east-southeast for the most part. Outflow boundaries continue to drag with it. There's some agitated cumulus already developing underneath it. See, there comes that outflow boundary. And that's moving off in that general direction. So continue to watch it, see what it does and what happens with it, but I do think that there's going to be some maybe tornado threat associated on that outflow boundary with that storm intersection there. Determine how it does develop though. It'll be interesting to see how it does develop. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off this stream, kind of watch over stuff a little bit more, and then we'll continue watching it.